Hello, Cancer. Good morning. Welcome to Hawthorne House. My name is Aria, and today we are doing a reading to check in with the energies surrounding you or your energies for the month of May. I don't have a particular question that I'm going to ask. I'm just going to let the universe, your ancestors, guides, spirits, deities, anything that you follow, along with my guides for assistance, to come in and say what they need to say. These cards that I have placed here are from your pre-shuffle. I've been keeping them out now ever since they started to become extremely important or reoccurring in the actual pools of the theme that I use these wild unknown archetype cards for in order to choose the theme. These cards here come with their own message that I am going to relay to you after we pull the official cards. But the cards that you got here were the Village, the Crone. Your message was pretty straightforward. So, I mean, we'll get into that. But the Threshold here. This card came up, the Threshold card came up, I feel like with Aries or Taurus yesterday. The Offering also came up yesterday. I'm saying this because you might cross watch or you might watch for your other signs. And then the Underworld here, or, you might be curious. And then the One. But the main reason I'm mentioning it is because I feel like, we as the collective, the people who come to find these readings, they're all connected in some way. I feel like we're all connected in some way. And so we find these things for a reason, and there's sort of a connective energy to that. Making it so sometimes our messages are shared, and I find it interesting when things align that way. All right, Cancer. You've already got some interesting energy just from your pre-shuffle, but let's see what the universe, your guides, your ancestors want to talk to you about. What is your May energy for Cancer, please? What does Cancer need to hear? Is that the One? It is. Okay, and there's the Crone. Okay. Now, you got a lot of cards here. They fell out in clumps. They do that. I might not keep all of them, but we are going to look at the two here that came out, are the One and the Crone. Crone. It's got a crow on it, but okay. So before when I was about to draw your cards, you've got the bottom of the deck here is dead end, or the dead end. And the reason that I'm making note of this is because a bunch of cards flipped out and it had the warrior and the dead end, but I hadn't begun the reading yet. So I didn't show them to you on the camera. And from now on, when they flip out, I'm going to show them to you on the camera. I get peeved myself when I see other people put them back without even like showing the audience. So from now on, I will at least do that, or I'll try to. So try to remind me if I forget. The fault line here, you've got, which is why I'm going to show you all of these. Okay, so we've got the One, the Crone, the fault line, the Maiden. That is two of the three female archetype energies from that, if you want to think of it that way. Mother is the one that's missing. Venom, I guess. The Venom. Gnosis. I'm pretty sure that's how you say that, but I always feel like I do it incorrectly. The Queen. There's a third feminine energy, Cancer, but it is not the mother. It is the queen. And then the empty room. Which we're going to put over here. Okay. Oh, right. Well, let's read your message that we got before this. So, the message that came out with your pre-shuffle was very specific. It says, the village crone must make an offering to cross the threshold into the underworld in order to find the one they seek. Very straightforward. I also got the word apple, or the image of an apple, and I wasn't really sure why at first, but now with this Venom card, I'm also getting Evil Queen from Snow White energy. Poisoned apple. And you've got the evil, I mean, it's not the evil queen, it's the queen energy, but the hands, the snake, and the red, and the moon, usually I don't get bad vibes from this card. I love this card, but right now I'm like, Maiden has Heart of the Forest energy. That was also in Aries reading. And we're going to pull tarot to clarify what's happening here. But I feel like something has slipped through the cracks here, Cancer. It feels like what you thought you know, because this Gnosis card is, I think, about a very deep internal kind of knowing, knowledge, wisdom that is, it comes from experience. It comes from what you have experienced, what you know, right? I feel like there is a crack or a fault in what you thought you knew. And you've had to do this deep dive into the heart of yourself, into your soul. Or that you're coming to this point in May. The thing is that this crone energy came out in your pre-shuffle, right? And the message was that you have to make an offering to cross the threshold into the underworld, right? Which is giving me very much ending and new beginning energy, death and reverse, or death and rebirth energy, death and reverse, death and rebirth energy, right? With the crone and the maiden here, I feel like you're having to start over, or you feel like you're having to start over on your search for something, on your journey. This could be an actual person. This could be you found out that you were being betrayed by someone, that someone was poisonous to you, toxic to you, and maybe you hadn't realized it. Maybe you thought they were the one, so you have to reassess what you believe now. And maybe having to do that, you are kind of back at square one with either in a recovery from a pain that you felt, from a sickness, from that loss. You're recovering now and you're not ready to put yourself back out there to search for the one again. Or you've like accepted this ending and you're ready to start over. But this empty room card is maybe you're not sure what to do or how to do that. Or maybe you are excited for it, this like new beginning, and this room could be, this is infinite potential, right? This empty room, you can fill it with whatever you want. Including the one. I feel like if the one came out twice here, maybe even if you thought who you had was the one and they weren't, if this is a person, if this is a career that you really, really wanted, or a situation that was extremely important to you that turned out to be not the situation for you, or a bad situation, and you didn't realize it and suddenly you did. I feel like for this card to come out again, and this crone to maiden energy, this cycle, I feel like this is all very cyclical, and I feel like we're getting a lot of cyclical messages lately. I feel like this is that ending and new beginning energy, but that you shouldn't give up on believing that that one is out there and that you will find them, or it, the thing that fulfills you, the thing that fills this empty room here, this void that you might be feeling. You shouldn't give up on that, because it's definitely there. It's like, it could even be slipping through the cracks itself, like peeking through the cracks, right? Like, since what you thought you knew is breaking away now, maybe that will reveal the one. I want to pull cards for you, tarot cards, to clarify. And with your cards here, I feel like, I don't know, you've got some dark energy here, Cancer. You've got some dark energy this month. We're going to use the Royal Dark Tarot, because I feel like that's the energy for you. Not that things are turning out dark. I feel like what ended in darkness is coming to light again. It's very much like spring, the maiden, new life blooming. Could be fresh young love, could be new exciting adventures, but there's like this tinge of heavy energy left over from what happened in the beginning of the year, maybe April, May. Could we get some clarification here for Cancer? I'd like to clarify the cards as a whole here first, and then maybe we'll go into some individual. I just need like a clarifying message. Clarifying message here for Cancer, please. All right. We've got the Chariot card, movement. The Seven of Pentacles. Feels like rebuilding here. And the Three of Wands, yeah. Okay. Bottom of the deck, Knave, which I believe is Page of Chalices. So, Page of Cups here. We've got, all right. So these are a little risque, but my readings aren't for children, so don't get offended. The Chariot, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Three of Wands. See how it's kind of got that the Chariot energy is very bright, molten, even fiery, new with this maiden here. And then the Seven of Pentacles and the Three of Wands, very dark energy. For a Wands card, that almost feels like odd, because usually they're looking towards like the sunset and it's bright on the horizon, but this card is dark and murky. And then you've got this Page of Chalices here, where you are surrounded by this glow in that darkness, but also many faces looking at you. Beasts that you have slain almost. For some reason I'm getting that someone was poisoning your crops with this Seven of Pentacles card. Someone was poisoning your thoughts maybe, or your projects, or a project, something important to you that you were trying to start. Maybe someone was whispering negative things in your ears, maybe doubting, making you doubt your vision, I almost feel like. And or doubt where you wanted to go with something. Doubt what you were working towards, or what you were fighting for with this Knave of Chalices, which has a very, to me, very warrior energy. A lot of these cards do, but this one in particular, it's conquering your own demons, but maybe also centering yourself and finding a way to ground yourself when there's lots of negative talk around you. It feels like you've had to find a way to do that because someone was really trying to punch holes in something that you were trying to achieve. Something that would fill this empty room. Feels really important to you. And it feels to me like you are choosing that energy of what you were working towards. You were choosing that over whatever the false thinking or belief or energy person was around you. Can we clarify the one, please? Who is this one? Or what is this one? Since you came out twice, I'm very curious. All right. Just this one card. The Seven of Wands. Interesting. Another 7. This one's also got earth and water energy in it, I feel like. Because it's in the swamp. Very Artemis or Diana energy. And you can see that it moves into that. It brings the light with it rather than sitting in this dark energy, this almost unknown energy. The Seven of Wands feels more like taking a stand against the venom, the poison. And then you've got another Knave card, Knave of Pentacles down here at the bottom. I'm gonna censor that one a little bit. Okay. Let's see. I also want to clarify, I think, the Crone card because it came out again, and the Maiden and the Queen. Because I feel like this Queen could be an outside person, right? It could be a woman in your life, an older woman who was bringing down, it could be your mother, who was poisoning an idea that you had. Because this 7, in this particular deck, the 7 of Pentacles is about grounding yourself in a place. It's of belonging to a place. It's finding the place where you belong. The 7 of Wands is about fighting your battles, fighting your demons, your inner doubts, or facing your demons, facing your inner demons, your inner doubts, which I had said about that other card that was at the bottom of the deck. And I feel like a lot of our inner demons are made early in childhood, I feel like, by psychology's standpoint. So that could be a lot of, could be mother, grandmother energy that just made you feel like you didn't have a place to belong or that you were alone. Let's clarify this crone card. Because I don't feel like the crone is a bad. I feel like that's your old mindset and like your new mind. This is your new mindset. And I say that because, here, magician. I say that because when it came out in the earlier message, it definitely felt like you were the crone. And that's not to say that you're elderly, and there's nothing wrong if you are, and you're visiting this reading. I love that. But, okay, yeah, you've got the magician here at the bottom of the card, or at the bottom of, or the first card that came out. I'm going to read the bottom of the deck. And then you've got beneath that the Nine of Wands, which is usually the card of anxiety, right? Of worry. But in this one is, no, that's the Nine of Swords, anxiety and worry. In this deck, it's like standing your ground energy again. It's very much the why the magician in the, okay, and then the, hold on, and then you've got the Ten of Swords at the bottom, the Queen of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, finding stability in the material world. So the Ten of Swords is another, just by imagery, is a card of slaying one's demons, right? But even in tarot itself is like slaying the demons of the mind. It's the end of, or the final stage of that internal mental struggle. And it feels like the final chapter. It's like this crone energy was this Ten of Swords moment for you, was finishing out that cycle. And then the magician is the creator energy, like creating a new light for yourself, a new path for yourself, or returning to a path that was already lit for you, something that you had started to follow and maybe you got off that path, wandered around in the woods in the dark for a bit, and now are coming back like you found it. You found the road again. Okay. So then what's this Maiden card? Is this... This Queen energy could also be you. I'm getting Queen of Swords energy from it. And from that, I'm getting this sense of battles of your own mind, because it's a lot of slaying your inner demons energy. So this could be you talking to yourself, almost like crushing your own dreams before they start. Was it energy that you were in and you decided that, like, no, I'm not going to do that anymore? Which is what came with this shift in, or what you thought you knew. Maybe you didn't realize how badly you were talking to yourself. I'm not sure. Okay. What's this Maiden card, please? For Cancer. This Maiden card. That might be too many cards. And usually these cards are quite talkative, but they're being a bit stubborn today, I feel like. You've got the Queen of Cups at the bottom here, Queen of Chalices. Queen of Emotions. And then let's see here. You've got the Four of Pentacles, which I'm sure I mentioned earlier was at the bottom of the deck after we pulled these cards. This is like finding stable ground for you. This is like centering back on the self. I feel like this is you meditating. which I know the Four of Pentacles is about holding space, I feel like. And then you've got the Six of Chalices, Six of Cups here. Which from this particular card, I'm getting very much into the mind space, because you've also got the Hierophant, learning about yourself, learning about your emotions, or relearning them even. And then you have the Sun card. I definitely feel that a lot of this is centered around something you've learned about yourself in this process. That's almost brought you back to the beginning of something, to the student mindset. Because the Hierophant, I feel like, is usually about giving or sharing knowledge. At least that's the energy I always get from it. Like this one in particular it's a dragon, you know, and they're breathing fire, but the woman in this card's not scared or anything. She's looking at it almost with adoration, with it's like they're having a conversation. She's being taught something, right? Wisdom, knowledge is being shared here. I feel like almost like it's dawning of a new age for you, but in doing so, it's like you had to go back to the beginning of something, and it was something centered in yourself. Maybe this energy that you had been trying to like plant and work on, that you were maybe hoping to create a future for, looking to a future for, and that either you were stomping out or someone else was stomping out. Let's get a little bit on this Queen card. What is this Queen card for Cancer, please? Is this Queen energy Cancer's May reading? This Queen card. Okay. We've got the Queen of Swords. I feel like I mentioned the Queen of Swords earlier, didn't I? Because she's been through a lot, the Queen of Swords. And then beneath here, you've got the Lover's card and the Two of Chalices and the Two of Wands. Interesting. And the Ace of Pentacles beneath that. Okay. So 22, 2, 2. And we've got the Lovers here, a choice. I feel like you were very controlled over your emotions. Remember, we had the Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck for this pull here. The Queen of Cups is being able to feel your emotions and regulate them, and like know when to feel and know when to not. But the Queen of Swords is very much, I get the energy of no emotions right now. We're not feeling right now, Cancer, and that's hard for you, Cancer. It's hard for all us water signs, but like to decide, no, we're not going to be in our feels. We're not going to let our feelings get in the way of. It's like you made the choice, or you are having to make the choice of whether or not you're going to let your feelings get in the way of something. But I almost feel like maybe you cut off your feelings with this Queen here, right? With this Queen, and the Venom message is really staying prominent in my mind, the poison apple. I feel like you were, either this Queen energy was something outside of you talking to you and tainting this thing that you were trying to build, or this belief that you had. And so you decided not to get in your feelings about it. Like you were going to go cold-hearted, it almost feels like. But I feel like by doing that, by like you almost choosing that was one of the issues that was bringing you to this end, this Ten of Swords moment, this ending. Like you have to come back into your feelings here. I feel like, and I think what I'm saying is that I feel like you got to this point and you cut off your emotions. Like you weren't going to let yourself be emotional about it, because if you let yourself be emotional about it, then you let all the shit talking or the negativity either that you were saying to yourself or someone was saying to you, you were going to let it get to you and crush this thing that you were trying to build, this hope, this dream, this physical, tangible, like this place you belong, or this place you were trying to build to belong. If you got into your feelings about it, so you like cut your emotions off, you made that choice. But now I feel like you're having to come back into your emotions, and it's painful. It's like relearning how to let yourself feel certain things. Like spring, the coming of spring after long, dark, cold winter. I feel like you experienced a very deep winter moment, Cancer, and that it was recent. But now this May energy is definitely like, okay, you've completed that. You've dealt with that winter moment. You've slain those demons. We're going to come back around now, slowly but surely come back into yourself and let that warmth and that heat move back in like that. Let the feelings come out, slowly. Because I feel like you're still looking for the one, right? The Two of Chalices is here. That's the Two of Cups. That's your fated, your soulmate. At least that's the energy I'm getting from it. And the Two of Wands is like going after that. Like that's what you want, is what I'm getting from that. You're going to find it. All right. I don't feel like I need to clarify with the second tarot deck for you on this one. You got a lot of tarot that came out that gave me a very concise. But I do want to pull some of these tea leaf oracle cards here for you. I'm going to pull some from each pile, just on some extra information for your May energy, because I feel like coming into your feels is going to be, it might be difficult, but I feel like there's something coming for you in May that you're going to want to be able to feel. I get that sense, like you want to be able to be in your feels for that. Don't want to feel robotic and unable to respond. I feel like you'll miss something if you do. So please give us some final energy messages for May, please. Okay, I'm going to pull them all and then we will go through them. I want some from each pile though. Come here. Cancer. Energy for Cancer in May. Cancer. Cancer's little final energy. That's really interesting. It's very interesting. The heart came out here. The heart came out in our last reading too for Gemini. The harp is great happiness. I know it's not the first card that came out, but I'm putting it here because that's where it belongs. So the first cards we've got here, we've got Broom, new home, new attitude. Yeah, it's brand new energy. It's refresh. Hit refresh and go. You've got the wreath here. Sorrow over a loss. That feels like the energy that you were coming out of, that you're moving into May from that Ten of Swords energy. And so that's why I feel like you're still going to be feeling a little bit of that pain. But this grapes, time to go out and have fun, right? It's time to jump back in to the world again. I feel like you were very much in your solitude, in that Queen of Swords energy for a while now. Protection from a powerful friend. Dog. Okay. You have someone looking out for you, Cancer. And you might not even realize it. You might not know. Ooh, there's one card over here I didn't even see. Tiger. Doing something risky. Taking a chance. Yeah, okay. So for one of you, Cancer, for one of you, you have someone watching you. Like, I feel like if this energy that was holding you back from the one, or this, if it was a false one, because it didn't necessarily have to be a mother energy, that just came in later. Remember, it started with possibly a partner relationship problem. If that was the factor, even if it wasn't, like, I feel like someone is moving in your direction or has been watching over you, watching out for you during this period of you, or will be watching out for you during this period of you coming back into yourself and waking back up. I almost feel like Cancer has been in a very deep, dark sleep at the bottom of the ocean, Cancer, and now you are waking up, coming back into yourself, coming back to life, ready to go out. It's that summer energy for you, Cancer, beach vibes. And it's a friend, I feel like, who's been, like, watching out for you, and maybe you didn't realize it. But you might be inclined to take a risk, or either towards this person romantically, possibly, or this is, I'm getting the energy for some of you with this Chariot card still up here in the corner of my mind. I keep looking at it with that bright energy, I feel like, and with this Two of Wands, you might be thinking about moving in with this friend who's been watching out for you, or who's offering you a place to move to. You might take a leap of faith and go move in with someone close to you, maybe to get away from this poison apple energy here. If you have an evil stepmother, I don't know. Just kidding. I'm kidding. Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. Cancer, this is what I have for you. I hope that, I'm already forgetting what I have said, but I hope that it was helpful for you in some way, and that you gleaned some useful information from it, or got some confirmation on things that you already knew and just needed a heads up. Hey, yes, you've got it. This was the sign. You understand now. So I feel like, Cancer, trust in your intuition as always, but also kind of lean into your heart a little bit in the month of May, because I feel like you're going to want to have an open heart, open mind for whatever this, I feel like there's an opportunity coming to you while you're having a good time, or the opportunity is going to bring you good times, but it's going to require a bit of a risk. And I think for you, Cancer, the best way to take that risk is to leap with your heart and not your mind. Don't get stuck by your mind. All right. Thank you for coming to this reading. If you made it this far, I really appreciate it, and I hope that you liked the video. If you did like the video, please like it and subscribe to come back for more Hawthorne House videos. We are doing our Calliste celebration tomorrow, and I hope that some of you will come and see that, or come and join us for that. All right. Goodbye for now, Cancer. Have a lovely Sunday.